You waiting for us to
All right.
start?
No.
How you doing?
Birmingham of the Symphony Hall with all our loyal fans here tonight. Thank
So
you.
we're talking about the live album being recorded at the Symphony Hall, the trademark symphonic sound of Magnum, what Rick thought is bringing to the performance with the range of keyboards. But if we go back to the early days, at what point did that sort of symphonic signature, easy for me to say, sound evolve? Now, what year was it when you thought this is a sound that we now have an identity for the band?
I think it was like the first album, really. But I wouldn't go. It was when we had Richard Bailey in the band. He was quite adept at coming up with sounds and choral type things, and so we took advantage of that, I think. I would say that was the first time, really, on our first album. It was one of those things where we were given the opportunity to go to a studio called Delaney, Jet Records, went, come down and make an album. It was that's what it was like. Come down and make an album. We went, what? Yeah, great. And like we just spent hours and hours and hours like overdubbing and all this sort of stuff trying to. I mean, it ended up sounding a load of junk, really, but it was experimental. We were going like, wow, this is great, and like. That's about as much as I can tell you, really.
And then in the context of that original sound, it's great in the set that you've still got choice tracks from early albums like Chase the Dragon, the debut, of course. But many of us long to hear the things like Changes and All of My Life. Any chance of those ever reappearing? He's going, oh God, sing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for me.
It's not. Nah. I mean, we've got so many other songs we could review and go back to, but we like to keep it now. Really, I mean the songs that we do recently, now and in the future, are far more important and enjoyable for us to be doing, and not looking back all the time. We do bring back old songs sometimes on occasion, and then we keep the show stable. Then we don't keep swapping and changing, because that just destroys the whole feel of the show. But these older songs have got to mix in with and feel comfortable alongside the newer songs that Tony's writing, and that's right in its own.
Yeah.
It can't be just, let's just do that because a lot of people want us to do it, because it's the wrong reason,
I mean, like there's a guy saying to me at the Symphony Hall, I think it was. We went out to meet people at the end of the show and that, and I'm just about to go home, just going out the door, and he says, "Hey, Tony, oh, yeah, what?" He goes like, "You've got to do Wild Swan next time." And I went, "Yeah, okay."
Cool.
And of course, so we had a go at it, and it sounds great. So
you did on the November dates, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, we've put it in the show. Yeah.
But it was like this guy in the audience.
The guy's gonna go, yes.
Yeah, he came up
Really.
to me at the Robbie, and he said, it's very nice of him to say this. He said something like, I'm really pleased that you listened to me. He said, I'm even more pleased that you actually listened to me than you actually played the song. It was nice that you actually listened to what I was saying, and so that was cool. So.
Just like a smile bespoke, turn in their eyes, and down on the words that show.
And on the inevitable topic of going back, I'm sure you're aware that Mark Stanway is touring with a kind of a retrospective set. and including some of a lot of the songs you're not playing. What's your kind of view on that, with the time having passed in his departure?
Well, he's tried to hijack everything I've written. He's saying that things that he's saying that he'd written certain things, which I don't get annoyed about it anymore, because it's just a joke to me. I don't think anybody believes him anyway.
It's gone past a joke.
Yeah, and like I say, he's just hijacking what we do. He never played a big part in it. I mean, it's even to the point where he says, I was in this band for 39 years. And apparently, I think it was 29 years, so he got even that wrong.
Yeah, 27 years,
something like that.
Yeah, he forgets the bits where he was missing.
Yeah, where he just he was driving for Phil Lynott, not playing with him.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's it's a minor itch, So I don't really care.
It ain't really worth talking about, really.
Yes, I think from a fan's point of view, it's nice that there is an entity that's playing songs from way back that they can't hear live otherwise.
Well, maybe whatever. If you think that's it, I mean, what I always I read a comment that Stanway said the other day. He said, "Oh, Tony Clarkin, he's his own worst enemy. He will not compromise." Now that's a compliment to me, because I won't compromise. And I don't care who he upsets or whatever. I will not compromise. This band is not a compromise, We work really, really hard to try and to go forward, not to go back.
Yeah.
And occasionally we'll take a glance back and go, oh, that's pretty good. We'll use that. Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
I wrote everything.
Yeah, there will be some.
We have the right to do this,
Exactly.
They're my songs, So.
Exactly, yeah.
But that sound evil then.
God.
So to recap, live at the Symphony Hall at Birmingham is out on SPV, Steamhammer. Just checking my notes here, on the 18th of January. It's a great souvenir for those who are there.
Yeah.
Those that went on the tour, whether it was in the most recent November tour or the shows that with the set list that matches this, it's great. And the inevitable question is, when will we get to see you guys live next?
Well, we're doing some festivals. And of course, when we do, the first festival we're doing is Sweden Rock, but we'll need to warm up, because we will, Bob is elsewhere before that. I'll be doing stuff in the studio. So I'll be really, my hand will be hurting me and all that. We need to warm up. So we do a couple of gigs. Probably the Robin again. That's always our saviour.
It might be somewhere else this time.
Well, it may be, yeah.
But, yeah.
Keep on rocking along.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We love the Robins. Great.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Great venue, yeah.
Tony Bob, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for talking to us.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cool.
Cheers, everybody.
Cool.
See ya. Ta-da.